From the Cat Empire, would you please welcome Felix and Ollie! Great to have you guys on again. Before we get every time we announce you're on the show, our long-time viewers point out, I didn't even know this, that the first ever promo for this show was set to hello, or do I say hello? Whatever.
Hello. You can say hello.
Should we have a look? Yeah. This is the first ever promo for this show. So clearly,
7 p.m.
The thing with the Cat Empire is more original cast than this show. Was that as big a moment in your career as it was in the life of this show?
Yeah, TV was a big thing back then.
Yeah.
It was amazing. Yeah, I'm glad to,
I don't
to have been a
mean
part of
that
it.
Fending that one off. Guys, congrats on the album. It's very exciting. Now, I was reading that 75 people performed on this album in the recording. How do you even know 75 people?
we don't. I still don't know some of them, to be honest.
How did they get
To give you a context, there's about 45 of them we know. You
Yeah.
know, from all over Melbourne and all over the country, very, very different backgrounds, Brazilian percussionists, West Africans, flamenco musicians, orchestral players, all that sort of thing. And then, we were playing in a community space, not a regular studio. And then we'd pick our ears in because there'd be bands rehearsing, and the Heidelberg Wind Symphony were rehearsing in there one night. It was just beautiful, We popped our ears in through there and we said, let's get them on the album, because it was an irregular space. There were bands rehearsing and stuff like that. And so we got a wind symphony to perform with us, which made up the numbers from about 45 to 75. And,
Amazing.
And it was wild. It was
So if we'd been in the right place at the right time, we could have ended up
on this album.
Well, if you were there, you would have been on the
Whoa!
album.
Hang on a second.
Next time
What
I'm
a
doing
week.
an acoustic cover of Wonderwall, you blokes.
Oh, it's true though. I mean, we were also making the whole album art and everything as we were doing it. It was a very chaotic space to make this album. Musicians everywhere. Our great photographer Gigi, who did all of the album art and everything like that. Musicians would do a take and then they'd go and have to sit up on this weird pedestal, and she'd take photos of them, sort of thing. And then in between her taking photos, that feeling when you go into a music hall space at school or something like that, and there's timpani and there's weird instruments and everyone just wants to play. It was kind of like that. They're instruments from 100 years ago. And so we'd say, Gigi, you go and play that weird looking bell thing that's in the back of the cupboard over there. And so she'd get off her camera and go and do that. So it really was a free-for-all.
I think that was her favourite moment of her career.
Yeah.
You guys were kids, really, when you started. What was the secret behind a decades-long partnership creatively?
The secret? Just the sheer time that we've spent together. We met each other when we were 13.
Yeah.
And we've been playing... The first band we played in together was I call it a thrash funk band. I was playing bass, my amp turned up to 11, and Felix was
on drums,
kick, double kick, frantic,
And then one day Ollie came to, the next rehearsal and played Dave Brubeck on piano flawlessly, and so we thought, maybe we'll change tact and we'll go into a new style of music. But it's true, we've got 30 years under our belt together.
Yeah, it's been an incredible journey, from those days to where we are now.
And you've got genres from around the world on this album, but I feel like you've always been inspired by that. Can you nominate a particular part of the world that impresses you most with what they do?
I wouldn't say there's one particular part of the world specifically, because the Cat Empire has always I think we've had a really Australian attitude to our music, but brought in a lot of international sounds. But the one I'd say is Cuba. In terms of, we're playing with a Cuban musician called Lazaro, who's playing trumpet and singing, and spending a lot of time with him. It's like the intent for music over there, it's a daily part of life, It's just it's not... They're all amazing musicians naturally, but it doesn't feel pretentious or anything like that. It's just a sort of an ease and a generosity of music. And I think that probably... us being teenagers playing thrash and then all of a sudden hearing, the Buena Vista Social Club or the Afro-Cuban All-Stars or something like that, and saying let's play that music. There was something about the generosity and the communal aspect of it that I think really influenced that.
Now we all want to go to Cuba. This is the album, by the way. We talk about the artwork. It is extraordinary. It's Where the Angels Fall. It's out on Friday. And in the meantime, would you please thank Felix and Ollie?